Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Slow English podcast for confidence. My name is David.
And I'm Emily. We are so glad you've decided to spend some time with us and improve your English today.
Today, we have a really wonderful topic. It's personal, it's important, and it's something you will talk about again and again. We are going to learn how to talk about your family and your friends.
That's right. These are the most important people in our lives. But sometimes finding the right words to describe them in English can be tricky. For example, David, if I ask you, do you come from a big family? What does that question really mean?
That is a fantastic question, Emily. Does it mean my immediate family, the people I lived with as a child, or does it include all my aunts, uncles, and cousins? For many learners, that little word family can be confusing.
Exactly. But don't you worry. Today, we are going to break it all down. We will give you the key vocabulary and simple phrases you need to speak about your loved ones with confidence and clarity.
This is going to be a great episode. You'll be sharing stories about your family and friends in English in no time. Are you ready?
Let's get started.
Okay, let's begin with the very center of the family universe, the immediate family. This is also sometimes called the nuclear family.
Your immediate family includes your parents and your siblings. Let's start with the most basic vocabulary. You have your father and your mother.
Of course, in everyday conversation, we often use more informal and loving names. Most people call their parents mom and dad.
That's right. Then we have the other children in the family. A male child is your brother, and a female child is your sister.
Now, here is a very useful English word, siblings. Siblings is the word for your brothers and sisters together. It's a great shortcut.
It really is. So if someone asks you, do you have any siblings? They want to know if you have any brothers or sisters.
You can answer in a few ways. You could say, yes, I have two siblings, a brother and a sister. Or you can be more specific. I have one older brother. If you have no siblings, you can say, no, I'm an only child.
Let's practice that. Try to answer the question for yourself right now. Do you have any siblings? You might say, I have two sisters, or I'm an only child. Simple, right?
So you know the names for your immediate family members, but how do you describe them? How do you tell a little story about them?
A great way to start is by saying what they do. You can use the simple present tense for this. For example, my mother is a nurse, or my father works in an office.
You can also talk about their age in relation to you. This is very common. You can say, I have an older sister, or my brother is younger than me. You don't need to say their exact age unless you want to.
Let's put that together into a nice, full description. I could say, I have one younger brother. His name is Ben. He is a university student, and he's studying history. He's very funny.
That's a perfect description. It's simple, clear, and gives me a great picture of who your brother is. It helps the other person ask a follow-up question, like, oh, where does he study?
And just like that, you are having a real conversation. The key is not to give too much information at once. Just one or two interesting details is enough to get the conversation started.
Now that we have talked about the immediate family, let's zoom out. Let's talk about the extended family.
Your extended family includes all of your other relatives. This means your grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins.
Let's look at that vocabulary. Your mother's parents and your father's parents are your grandparents. Your grandmother and your grandfather.
Your father's or mother's brother is your uncle, and your father's or mother's sister is your aunt.
And now for my favorite family word, cousins. The children of your aunts and uncles are your cousins. And here is a simple trick about English that I love. The word cousin is used for both boys and girls. You don't need a different word. If you have a male cousin, he is your cousin. If you have a female cousin, she is also your cousin.
See, English isn't always complicated. It's very efficient. So you can say, I have 6 cousins, and it's perfectly correct.
Exactly. People often see their extended family during holidays or special occasions. So you could say, my family is very big. I have a lot of cousins, and we always celebrate the new year together.
Let's move on to another important part of family life, relationships and marriage. This brings a whole new set of useful vocabulary.
That's right. We use simple adjectives to describe if someone is married or not. You can say someone is single, married, engaged, which means they have promised to get married, or divorced.
So, I could say, my older sister is married. She has 2 children, a son and a daughter. Her son is my nephew, and her daughter is my niece.
And when someone gets married, they don't just get a husband or a wife, they get a whole new family. We call these people your in-laws.
This sounds complicated, but the pattern is very easy. Your husband's or wife's mother is your mother-in-law. Their father is your father-in-law.
And their brother is your brother-in-law, and their sister is your sister-in-law. See the pattern? You just add in-law after the family member's title.
It's a very logical system. So, if my brother gets married, his wife becomes my sister-in-law. It's a great way to show how everyone in the family is connected.
Okay, we have talked a lot about family, but there is another type of family, the family that we choose for ourselves. We are talking, of course, about our friends.
Absolutely. Friends are so important. And just like family, we have different words to describe the different types of friendships we have.
Let's start at the top. Most people have one person they feel closest to. This is your best friend. You might have 1 or 2 best friends.
Then you have a small group of people you know well and trust completely. These are your close friends. You can share your secrets with your close friends.
And after that, you have good friends, or just friends. These are all the other people you enjoy spending time with. Maybe people you work with or play sports with.
There's one more useful word, which is a little more advanced, acquaintance.
An acquaintance is someone you know, but not very well. Maybe it's a neighbor you say hello to, or someone you see at the coffee shop. You know their face, but you are not really friends.
That's a great word to know. So, you have your best friend, your close friends, good friends, and acquaintances. It's like different circles of friendship, starting with you in the center.
Now, how do you talk about your friends in a conversation? How do you introduce them into your story?
A great way to start is by explaining how you know each other. This gives context and makes the story more interesting. For example, this is my friend Chen. We met at university.
Or you can say how long you have been friends. I want to tell you about my best friend, Maria. We've known each other for over 20 years. Or, we've known each other since we were children.
After that, you can describe their personality with simple adjectives. Are they funny, kind, smart, adventurous? For example, my friend Alex is very adventurous. He loves to travel.
And finally, you can say what you enjoy doing together. This is a great way to show what your friendship is like. We both love music, so we go to concerts together. Or we like to play video games on the weekend.
Let's create a full example. I could say, my best friend is named Sarah. We met at my old job. She is incredibly kind and gives great advice. We love to go for long walks and talk. That simple description tells you so much about our friendship.
Let's review some very common questions you will hear about your family and friends, and how you can answer them simply and confidently. The number one question is probably, do you have any brothers or sisters? Or do you have any siblings? The answer is easy. Yes, I have one older brother. Or, yes, I have two younger sisters. Or, of course, no, I'm an only child. Another common question is, are you from a big family? This goes back to our question from the beginning. You can answer based on your own feeling. If you have many siblings, you can say, yes, my immediate family is quite big. If you have lots of aunts, uncles, and cousins, you could say, my immediate family is small, but I have a very large extended family. People also often ask, what do your parents do? This means, what are their jobs? You can answer, my father is a mechanic, and my mother is retired. Remember, you never have to share more information than you feel comfortable with. Short, simple answers are always okay. The goal is connection, not a detailed report.
I think it's time to put it all together and practice. David, let's do a quick role play. Imagine we are getting to know each other, and you ask me about my family.
Okay, I'll be the curious one. So, Emily, are you from around here?
I am. Yes, I grew up just outside the city. My parents still live there.
Oh, that's nice. Do you have any siblings?
I do. I have one older sister. Her name is Jessica.
That's cool. Is she similar to you?
Not at all. We're complete opposites, but we are very close friends. She's a lawyer, and she's very organized. I am a bit more creative and less organized.
I understand that completely. And what about your friends? Do you have a best friend?
I do. My best friend's name is Olivia. We've known each other since we were 5 years old. She's the funniest person I know.
Wow, since you were 5? That's amazing. And scene. Emily, those answers were perfect. They were clear, personal, and natural.
We have covered so much great vocabulary and so many useful phrases today. Let's do a final, super fast recap.
Let's do it. First, remember the two types of family: your immediate family, parents and siblings, and your extended family, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins.
Remember the useful word siblings for your brothers and sisters, and the word cousin for both boys and girls.
When talking about friends, remember the different levels: best friend, close friends, and good friends.
And when you describe someone, a great formula is to say how you met them, describe their personality, and mention an activity you enjoy doing together.
Talking about the people you love should be a happy experience, not a stressful test. Use these simple phrases, speak from the heart, and you will connect with people beautifully.
You have learned so much today. Your English is getting better and better with every episode you listen to. We are so proud of you. You can do this.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us on the Slow English Podcast for Confidence.
We'll be back next week with a new topic to help you on your fluency journey.
Until then, keep practicing. Goodbye, everyone.